Hello everyone. This video is going to be discussing the idea of adolescent development and the role that technology plays in personally how students are interconnected with one another. Now, the change in culture has shifted over the last 20 years. I know this assignment discusses the last 100 years of puberty and adolescent development, but the reality is the change and shift in culture has been happening, yes, for decades, but over the last 20 years with the massive advancements in technology, you're starting to see a culture that's more prone to develop their identity and their personal connectedness through technology and through social media apps. Now, we can talk about several different apps, but one of those apps is going to be Instagram. Another app would be Snapchat. That's where most of the students that we work with, both in education and here in my own home, that's where most of the students are connecting there. And really, some of the examples of how they're staying that interconnectedness with one another through Snapchat is, if you leave a child undelivered, if you leave someone as unread as a message, that literally speaks to their identity and their worth as to whether or not that person is mad at them, is encouraging them, is there, paying attention to them. So there's a whole lot of elements that are involved in how each one of these students is looking at their own self-worth and their own self-identity. Now, there are tons of different technologies that are available that can help with resources as far as like creating opportunities for these students to interconnect with one another. Now, more specifically, we utilize Google Classroom in my class. And through that, there are different types of technology and apps that we use to kind of help foster that environment of technology and safe technology at that. Now, we do have safeguards at my school, but in addition to that, we also so I teach U.S. history and I also teach a Bible class. And we use things like Edpuzzle or iCivics or, even things like that allows them not only to interact with the material and the content, but also to interact with one another. They can give peer reviews, they can discuss amongst one another, and that in itself is priceless when it comes to creating that interconnectedness within the classroom, but also speaking their language through the technology. So we want these students to have that environment of support. We also want them to feel connected to us as teachers and as adults, but also connected to one another. And through those different avenues, this is a great way for them to be able to do just that. Have a great night and thank you.